Hey everybody, this is Lord Magicus. This week we're going to play Blue-White Merfolk in Modern. So, this is very similar to Nikachu's list. We're not playing with Lurrus in this deck. Instead, we're going to play with Skyclave Apparition. That card is incredibly powerful, and I think in the past we've tried playing it in the sideboard, and we just weren't really prepared to actually play it. But I think it works better in this list without Lurrus, because taking Vial up to 3 is actually a lot more reasonable when you have both Glasspool and Reejerey alongside it. So Vial on 3 is actually good. Skyclave's great. Glasspool copying Skyclave is great. And also Unsettled Mariner. I think this card alongside Glasspool Mimic is a lot better, especially if you back it up with Cursecatcher. So I don't think Mariner by itself is fine, so you need to either have either Cursecatcher or Glasspool with it. And the more of those you have with it, the higher your tax goes on it. So this card does scale much better, I think, without Lurrus in this deck. So I think it's worth trying this. Obviously, this deck is going to be very weak to Blood Moon with only 2 basic islands in here. I don't know if I like Mutavault in here, but I'm going to try it for the sake of science. So my sideboard's a little bit different from Neek's, though, because I'm going to play some Deprives and some Burrenton Forge-Tenders in here. I don't know if I really dig the Celestial Purges. I think they're okay, but maybe Forge-Tender could help a little bit. And I do like the idea of having Deprive for big mana decks. And also, if we go up against Control, we probably want this too. So otherwise, a lot of this stuff the same. I think Auriok Champion is also really good in this deck, especially alongside Glasspool, because against the decks where you want this, you probably want as many copies as you can get your hands on. So seems like this will be fine. So we're going to take this out into a league and see how well this does. Okay, we are on the play. I think this hand's good enough. We'll keep it. It's a very kind of creepy avatar from the opponent. It basically just shows eyes. Alright. Oh, you know what? MTGO updated. I gotta fix this. We're up against Tron. This might be Eldrazi Tron, so it's probably worth forcing this thing. I guess I'm gonna pitch Silvergill, because if it's Eldrazi Tron, then Silvergill's really bad, because Walking Ballista can eat it really easily. So we really need to draw another land. But again, if we are up against Walking Ballista, I want to have as many lords as possible. It looks like regular Tron. Okay. They'll be a little bit slow. Come on, land. Alright, that'll work. If we can draw another land next turn, that would be fantastic. Because then we can attack with the Mutavault too. So that's what they searched for. Yeah. So they're going to have Tron next turn. So we have to kind of hope they don't have Ugin. Okay, that might change our decision a little bit. So I guess we want to just Spreading Seas this power plant, right? Because if we draw a land, we can activate Mutavault and attack with this thing. That was a really good draw, because now we're not dead to Ugin next turn. Though it's still not bad. But I would have preferred a land here. But they're probably not getting Tron this game. Yep. So they got a mine. So I think if we draw a land, we can kill them. otherwise, you just attack them for 6, and then that's probably good enough. Okay, Stirrings, I guess Oblivion Stone is something we have to be concerned about. It's not that big a deal. Sanctum of Mugen, okay. That's fine. That's kind of a miss. You play Ballista for 1. Alright. Sure. Okay, this is not bad for us. So let's see. I think we do the safe thing here. We just need to seize this, and we'll use Cursecatcher to tap down Ballista. I think great. So I don't want to play Reejerey. Like I don't necessarily know if they have a Tron land. But I don't really want to gamble on it either. If I could play Seize, tap the Mutavault here, that seems okay. Is there anything they could draw next turn? Probably not. Like, I think anything that there's winning. Skyclave could also eat this thing. I think playing Seize plus Cursecatcher is the safe bet. Like, this keeps them off of Tron for sure. And not even Oblivion Stone is good enough here. I guess Force would be alright. We'll tap that. So they go to 5, and like, I don't know how they're getting out of this from here. It seems incredibly unlikely with 5 lands and no Tron. So we also have Island Walk here that just kills them. Yeah, that's desperation mode. Sure. Yeah, alright. Got there. So we want Seize, we want counter spells. Force. So what's not really good against them? Probably Cursecatcher. This card is usually not great against Tron. That's it. I mean, I think everything else is pretty good. Just counter spells. A Mariner is actually okay. You know what? It's probably fine because of Walking Ballista. Though there's still an argument that maybe we want Cursecatcher over Silvergill Adept, actually. Because this card is kind of weak against it. And this also helps us curve out against them, which is one way that we can win, so maybe we just cut Silvergill here. This is easy to kill with Ballista, so I think this is fine. I want to keep Skyclave because we need Skyclave in case they play Ensnaring Bridge off of Karn. Very risky hand. They mulligan to 6. I think that gives us room to mulligan. This hand looks a little better. Probably put Mimic on the bottom. Maybe a Mariner, actually. So we might need this Skyclave. And we can play this as a land to ensure that we curve up into it. They mode a 4. Okay, then this feels pretty good then. Just have to go on an aggressive plan, that's all. Alright, well, they're on the play, so... They might have... I mean, they can still win pretty easily off of 4 cards. Like, if they just get to Tron in turn 3, like... Oh, fuck. Where were you when I needed you last turn? Alright. Play Glasspool. Okay, well, their hand doesn't look very good. I guess I want to keep Mariner. If I have to pitch something to force, I will pitch the... yeah, this. Just because it's harder for them to get rid of this thing. Sure. But I mean, if we force one thing, that might just be enough. Sure. Maybe we force that, but I'm hoping that we don't need to. We found a forest, that's pretty good. Good for us, I mean. Yeah. They found the mine. Ugh, that's not great. Drag Tusk, okay. I can't do anything about that, and Skyclave is not going to help either. So we really need, like, Spreading Seas. It turns out, yeah, our hand ended up being kind of clunky and we drew a lot of lands. Well, we are definitely forcing that. Not bad. I can't eat that, so... Karn the Great Creator. I'm actually thinking about letting this resolve because I can just eat it. Let's see. I mean, if they minus it and get bridge, then you can just Skyclave the bridge and then attack it. I really want to save this force. Means I have to trade one of these things with Karn, basically. Ooh, Oblivion Stone. That's not great. And Blast Zone. Okay, now we're in trouble. That's also a problem. If they had Worm Coil in hand, then I don't know if we could do that. I think from here we're kind of lost. The problem is they can tick up this Blast Zone to 2 really easily, and like, we're gonna lose our board. If that's Ulamog, then we're dead. Well, I have to force this thing. I can't really afford to block. They're gonna tick Blast Zone up to 2. I think, yeah, we've lost game 2. We had like an okay hand to start out. It was a little bit clunky, but their opponent kept like an extremely good 4 cards, it seems. No, actually, I think they just drew it. Like, they just like top decked everything, because they started off like pretty slow, but like we drew a bunch of lands and it didn't really help us. Like, I don't think there's any way to come back from this here. Alright. What are they gonna find with this one? The Sanctum? Okay. Yeah, that's not really enough here. Okay, we'll go to game 3. That sucks. I think we should have been able to win that one. It just did not come together. Alright, well, hopefully this is going to be better this game. I would love to go first. This is great. We'll keep it. Remold to 6. I can pitch Glasspool to force if necessary. Okay, that's fine. I'm not worried about Sphere. I guess I want to play Hub here. Does it matter? No, because, well, I can play, like, I guess it doesn't matter, because I can play Reejerey and reveal this next turn. But I may not want to. So I guess I'm just going to play Hub, and I'm not going to reveal it. This way I don't have to tell them that I have Reejerey in case I want to hold up Force for some reason. Okay, well, I definitely have to force this. Not bad. Just hope they don't naturally have it. No. Okay. Good. Ooh, their hand does not seem great. Okay. Yes, I'll still put a Lord in play. Well, that could have gone... Oh, fuck. That's really bad. This Deprive is going to be really important right now. I have to hold the Skyclave back. I don't think I can afford to just jam it. That was terrible. Our opponent found Tron, like, through everything and also had, like, 1 million removals. Yeah, I think we lose. Alright, this just kind of sucked. We didn't have a terrible start here. It's just... This was ridiculous. Well, they're going to make us get rid of it if we don't use this anyway. So I may as well play it. But yeah, we got destroyed. Yeah, you know what? We're going to play it out anyway. You know what? Maybe. We'll find out, but... Play your deck, opponent. Alright, there we go. The Blast Zone is probably enough. There we go. Well, I don't know what to say. Like, I think we had, like, a reasonable hands against it, like, every time that we played, but the Tron opponent, like, drew everything when they needed to on 4 cards, and we just drew dink, and then, like, their Mold of 6 here, apparently, was just, like, super good with, they just naturally had Tron, like, well, they missed it for 1 turn, and then they just had it anyway, so... And plus having the Nature's Claim and Contortion and Ballista on top of it, that was just dumb. So, like, it is what it is. We start off, like, a little bit rough. I don't know. I don't really think that there's anything we could have done much differently. It's just sometimes Tron is just going to have it, and, you know, that's just how that goes. So, alright, well, we'll have to see how the rest of this league goes. So, everybody, please give the videos a thumbs up. I will see you again tomorrow.